Well, say goodbye to Dave and welcome to game one, guys, between Norway and Ireland. This will be a lot of fun. So, as I was just saying, we don't get to see Viper and MBL play together too often, and we have that for, well, at least 3 games, potentially 5 games here. Starting off for Norway in this Age of Empires 2v2 World Cup event. We have Viper in the green, he's playing as the Mongols. And then we have MBL in the blue, he's playing as the Slavs. In the yellow, for Team Ireland, we have Melkor, who's playing as the Franks. And in the yellow, we have Mayans for Fëanor. So Fëanor and Melkor, they are brothers, and they're very good at this game. I would say that as far as teamwork goes, they're very good because they sit right next to one another. They can talk to one another, and they could actually, if they wanted to, look... Oh my god! Well, Melkor's going to be looking over at Fëanor's screen right now with his free cartography and saying, what did you just do, killing 2 sheep like that? But anyway, you know, MBL and Viper playing together is not something you see often, at least in serious games. And so I'm excited to see how they'll do for their country. So, Mongols versus Mayans in the north. I expect we might see archers out of both of them. And then in the south, we'll probably see Frank scouts for Melkor and Slav scouts for MBL. This is Arabia. There will be different maps in this best of 5. And in the event that you're seeing this on YouTube, then the whole best of 5 will be in the video description as an unlisted video. So I'm going to be saying that a lot. I imagine most of you guys get the drill now. But I have to say that because I don't want to upload whole best of 5s. I don't want to upload all the games individually. But I want people to still be able to see them. Because I know that the Twitch past broadcast system is not as good for some people depending on their internet connections. So, alright. Well, I would still say that it's going to be tough for the Irish brothers, despite how good they're able to communicate, despite how experienced they are playing together. It's going to be tough for them, but this is a very high-rated matchup, and a serious one at that. Map-wise, it could be very difficult. Where's the main gold? Oh, the main gold's up there for Fëanor. That'll make life complicated unless he gets the walls up to keep Viper's archers out. Now, what's up with Viper choosing green here? That's what I want to know. What's up with Viper choosing green? That's so weird. Maybe Fëanor was host, and so he got into the game first, and he stole yellow. And maybe that was the case. Oh, really rough situation here for Fëanor to get housed like that. He will be a villager behind now. And maybe the Irish brothers stole yellow. Maybe they'll steal a wind. Alright. Well, gold's not good for both the Irish brothers. That's an awful main gold. Awful secondary golds for Melkor. MBL? It's decent. Decent gold. He won't need it, of course. Neither will Melkor until they are going up to Castle Age. Vipers isn't great either, in all honesty. It is Arabia, so it's a very open base. I like the civs better. It's worth pointing out, I like the civs better for the Irish brothers. You see a lot of Franks and Mayans in ECL event on Arabia to open up the games. I'm curious to see what Viper will do with Mongols. Because Mongols, they can advance to feudal age really fast, and of course Viper getting to feudal age faster will scare the opponent, but they tend to drop off in feudal age, castle age. And then they don't get strong again until later on. Guys, I took a break and I completely forgot. I wanted to thank you all for the support, and Vapor Trail donated 20 bucks. He said, this dono goes out... Oh, sorry, I heard Viper getting attacked. He said, this dono goes out for a salmon dinner. If it is not salmon, I will cry. Make it happen, Tristan. Well, I'm out of salmon right now, Vapor Trail. I'll probably pick some up probably tomorrow evening when I go grocery shopping, man. So seriously, thank you for the tip, man. Thank you. B3, thank you for the prime. Thanks, guys, for supporting the stream today. So what's weird about the Mongols pick is that it makes me think that Viper will go scouts and that MBL might go archers. But Slavs typically go scouts, and in these games, in 2v2s, pro players will oftentimes have one player go scouts and one player go archers. But the Norwegian guys have 2 scout civs. And I'm fairly certain that Viper, as he's not on gold, will not go archers. He'll probably go scouts. Build a stable right there. And MBL is also not on gold, so he might do the same. I don't think we'll see any sling. Sling wouldn't make much sense. I mean, sling on Arabia is tough because you can't wall your base to sling. If you try and sling with an open map, you just get overrun, right? Especially when Fëanor can just send archers. Don't think we'll see sling. I think they're both confident enough opening up with scouts. Viper might transition into cav archers or crossbows then. The thing about opening up with scouts is you create a lot of farms and so your economy's strong. Alright. So walls are up for Fëanor. I like the walls to protect his gold. He'll soon hit feudal age. Very nice walling. Later than he would want for sure. But he'll make those archers, and it's on his brother now, who's also walling up, to make the scouts. Now Frank's scouts, they have extra HP, so it's 54 HP versus 45 HP from every other scout. So initially they'll have a small advantage. And wow, this is a lot of walling from Ireland. I guess you would try and wall too, if you're up against Viper and MBL, but look how comfortable Viper and MBL seem. No palisade walls. You didn't even wall here. That's 3 palisades, just leaving it wide open. When you wall that early, it hurts your economy. You're investing wood into that, you're investing villager time. So, guys, I appreciate you trying to help me out with pronunciations. Every other caster that I've heard, and when I like communicate with other people about Fëanor, it's called Fëanor. So, like, I say millions. I've said millions of words doing what I do, and I'm always gonna get one wrong. Okay, so please, I ask for a little bit of understanding on one simple name. I could just call him Yellow. I'll call him Yellow. How's that? How about Yellow? We'll call him Yellow. Scouts, spears, and Melkor's hoping to get the walls up. And he should finish that, but that's a lot of invested time. Viper, he sees the walls. His scouts are right outside here. And Fëanor will be fine. Or Yellow will be fine. So once there's 10 archers with fletching, it gets to be a little bit scary for Norway. Oh, there's a hole. Oh god, all that walling just to leave one single gap. Well, down goes the scout. Nice move from MBL to at least look for that. And I think Viper will be on the way. Yeah, Viper's on the way. Oh, jeez. Need to plug that gap. And what's this? Oh god, he had to delete a hole in the wall to let the units back inside. And then he let MBL's spears in. And now watch this. MBL's going to dance around. MBL will use his spears versus any scouts, and oh goodness, Melkor. Sloppy start, man. Look how annoying MBL is going to be with these spearmen. So I'm obviously not in their voice comms, but I could tell you, MBL is saying, we kill all, man. We kill all. We kill all. Viper slides right in, slides right into the DMs, and man, this is not close at all right now. Norway are destroying Ireland in game 1. All because of a hole. That could be the game right there. This does not even look fair. And Fëanor and Melkor, they're good players, but goodness. 4 kills for Viper, 0 deaths. 3 kills for MBL, 2 deaths. And he just lost a spearman or 2. He lost a scout and a spear. MBL's running around with Viper. Okay, they see the villagers running back out here. She's probably going to die now. Here come the archers from Yellow. Okay, you know what? They could catch Viper off guard. But Viper obviously sees that. They did finish off the Vill. And they're keeping Melkor off the golds. So MBL will probably have a much faster castle time and everything. This is, I mean, this is a problem to say the least, right? This is not a strong start. But I guess it can't get any worse for them. This is a best of 5, right? So it's been a rough start. If they end up losing this game, can't get any worse in game 2. And at the moment, it seems like Melkor and Fëanor are sending their units towards MBL. MBL is on the way to Castle Age as we speak. The problem is Melkor's nowhere close. And even Viper will probably click up soon. So as long as MBL doesn't receive any damage, as long as he holds here, it might be okay. Wouldn't surprise me to see them try and commit in some way, like really go YOLO with this, because they have to do damage to MBL. Will MBL build a gate, maybe? He could market that. Yeah, there we go. Wall it in. And I do believe that Viper will go... He's sending some skirms now, but I think he'll go for crossbows in the next... I mean, cav archers in the next stage. Would make sense. MBL knows that market's gonna hold. He doesn't want to put any more... Well, okay, he's putting a little bit more wood into it just to be safe. But that market wall will hold him towards Castle Age. I guess he might just finish it now. And Viper running around with the scouts still. Taking a few hits, but these scouts are doing so much damage, just distracting Melkor. They've already given their team a huge lead, just by keeping Melkor off the gold. And now MBL will be in Castle Age. Once MBL gets to Castle Age, he'll send the knights. Viper helps MBL out by killing a spear. He helps himself out by killing the archers, or working on it anyway. No fletching for him. He'll actually lose all of his skirmishers, but it doesn't matter. Knights on the way for MBL. Melkor is on the way to Castle Age now, so he has that. How many ranges is Viper on? 2 ranges. I'm thinking it's got to be cav archers, right? Knights and cav archers would probably be best. And MBL will just chase this army down. Yellow's on the way to castle, so they have that. Like, maybe there's a chance, but they're so late. I just have this awful feeling for them now that MBL and Viper will be all over them. I don't know why that would be. It's not like there's a 2-minute difference or anything. I don't know why I would ever think that, man. These archers, look at this. The archers are like, we need to go back home. And the eagle and spear say, we'll sacrifice ourselves for you. F's to pay respect for those 2 units for saving their friends. Well played, guys. Well played. So even though Viper isn't killing anything more, he's doing an excellent job distracting Melkor. Melkor had to invest in these buildings and placing them in weird ways. Viper could still do damage and pick off fills with these. And yeah, he's getting Bodkin, so he will add cav archers. Nice idea here. So many knights from MBL. MBL's probably on 3 TCs already. Oh, he's on 2. But with the Slav farmers, 14 knights out. It's a very good situation for them. And Viper wants to open this up again. He is going to open this up again. MBL could run right in if he wants. Oh, Viper's going to leave. He's like, I'm getting out of here, boys. I'm getting out of here. Alright, that's funny. MBL has to finish off the wolves, and then I think Viper will try and lure those knights right to MBL. Yeah. The hole will be plugged, but Viper's had the time. The weakness of going straight cav archers is that you can only create them in Castle Age, and you need to create a lot of them before they're useful, and Viper's had the time to do that. And it's Viper, of course. Give Viper something like cav archers, he's going to make good use of it. He does seem scared of the ball of crossbows that's coming, though, and he's added the siege workshop, as he should. This is the way that Ireland can come back into this. That's a lot of crossbows. Viper only, well, he has 21 military, but I think he has those scouts, which is maybe 8. He has 4 over here. Yeah, let's see, 6. So he has 10 of his military here. He needs MBL to help him, and he needs a good Maginot shot or 2 to defend. Now, this has always been my criticism of Norway. MBL and Viper, they don't communicate as much as they might like. Or, I don't know what it is exactly, but we see these situations often where either Viper's left to die or MBL's left to die while the other booms. So MBL's here on his hill, and he's not anywhere close. He's getting chain barding. He has to get here. And they have the lead right now, right? They can't afford for Viper to lose his main gold, and Viper's gonna lose his main gold. Viper loses 1 Vil, he loses 2, and he will probably lose more than that. He'll lose his Maganel, he's losing his skirmishers, and in comes MBL, and MBL's just here too late. This is a Norway problem. I've seen games where Viper leaves MBL to die, and boom, while he booms, then I've seen games where MBL leaves Viper to struggle. Oh, Viper has a Maganel in this Siege Workshop, though. He has a Maganel in this Siege Workshop. This could be huge. MBL has a lot of knights. He has more upgrades. Oh my god. It's coming, boys. It's coming. This is gonna be huge. Big Maganel shot from Viper. Honestly, could have been even better, but at the end of the day, MBL will clean this up. With the lead they took earlier on in this game, the waiting was worth it. And down go the crossbows. Viper still has more villagers than Fëanor. MBL has way more villagers than Melkor, and he has way more military. And so that was Ireland's chance. Like, they needed it at that point in time. It is good that Viper still doesn't have a lot of army. Like, that's still really good for Ireland, but MBL is so far ahead of them right now. Need more. You need more from Fëanor. You need more from Melkor to win this game. Okay. Well, MBL is currently on 63 vills with Slav farmers. He's farming faster with more villagers. Four TCs for Fëanor. They know they need to catch up, so perhaps adding extra villagers is the plan. And will be the 3rd TC now going up for Melkor. I'm impressed that Fëanor and Melkor were able to get to that position. It was very, I guess, patient play from Norway. But, yeah, they were so far behind in Feudal. I'm impressed they got there. MBL knocking on the door. He's going to bust right through the door. Melkor needs help from his brother now, and this is where it starts to get out of hand. MBL already has the chain barding upgrade on his knights, so +2/+2 with iron casting. Fall tier, Slav farming definitely needs to be nerfed. Definitely needs to be nerfed. But until it is nerfed, one of the best civs in the game. Even after nerf, even if it's just 5 or 10%, be really strong. Look how many knights MBL has. He has 36 knights. 36 knights 30 minutes into the game. That's crazy, man. He's just flooding this. Look at this. Look how many he has here. Look how many he has here. It's crazy, man. MVL's played really well. I mean, obviously, Viper has, but Viper, his civ is not very strong right now. It is the Slavs that's strong. Viper will be stronger later on. Wow. And he's not stopping. He is not stopping. They know they have the hill, and they figured since Melkor's already far behind, so let's just put him out of his misery. MBL with 43 knights. Yeah, bad fight for Viper there. But I guess he didn't see Fëanor was on the way. MBL has so many knights he doesn't even need Viper to have military. That's how many numbers he has. And with the production of knights that MBL has, he's giving Viper time, because Viper will never be pressured. So Viper can fully boom and get to Mangadai. And that's why he's getting the stone mining upgrade and ballistics and all these things. He will probably mix in Mangadai soon. More Cav archers now from Viper. 66 military for Norway. And just a bit under 50 for Ireland. And MBL has all upgrades. Melkor's missing 3 upgrades. This game is over, man. This game is over. With this many Cav archers and this many knights, Norway's gonna win this first game. Well played.
Merry Christmas.
So in all honesty, the mistakes that were made in Feudal Age are not mistakes that you can afford to make versus someone like MBL and Viper. You need to be near perfect to beat MBL and Viper, and to leave a hole in your wall like that, yeah, it's gonna pretty much GG you right then and there. I do think, though, that the fact that they were able to survive to that point, the fact that they got to Viper's base, threatened him, killed as many vills as they did was good. But it seemed like Viper expected that, right? He added the Siege Workshop. He knew that he would probably be the one pressured. MBL, he created a lot of extra knights. He was just waiting safely at home just in case the army from Yellow ended up going to him. And the second that Viper said, hey, Yellow's here, MBL showed up and just cleaned it all up. Here's the achievements for that very quick first game. And in about a minute, we're going to get into game number 2, everybody. Again, awesome to have so many people here. There's been a lot of new subscriptions to the stream today, which is great to see. A lot of new follows, so if you happen to be new to Age of Empires, new to my stream, make sure you follow so you know when I go live and all that. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun. A few days ago, I didn't realize there'd be so much going on today to cast, and we'll have a lot tomorrow as well. So if you guys are free and around, make sure to put tomorrow on your schedule. Ireland lose because they are not drunk enough yet. Now that must be it. That must be it. And Norway win because it's so cold there, they have to play really fast to stay warm. That's why Norway win, right? Must be it. What's up, Time to Get Swifty? Hello. Raza, welcome. Edward Longshank, what's up? He said, T9, do you think Norway is the favorite in this tournament? If MBL and Viper are playing, yes. If MBL and Viper are playing, yes. I would say so. But it's not like they are invincible. There are other strong teams. Saffron Brick, good to see you here. He said, I'm pretty sure Ireland is cold too. I don't know, man. I don't know about that. Oh, I added 1 for Ireland. Maybe I'm drunk. Maybe I'm drunk. Oh, jeez. I thought this was water. Turns out it's vodka. All right, let's get into the second game. Yeah, I think China and Norway are probably the favorites, Eldry. We will see China tomorrow. When this best of 5 ends, I will tell you guys the schedule for everything tomorrow, okay? There's also a set between Doubt and Winchester tomorrow, which I'll be casting. So if you're looking for exciting Age of Empires 2 stuff, look no further. I'll be streamed live here tomorrow. Alright, ladies and gents, welcome to a game between the Viper... Well, between Norway and Ireland. This is a 2v2 World Cup tournament organized by Riverplation. And it's pretty cool. It's been a lot of fun today. It's nice to see what these countries have on offer. I think that we've all known Viper and MBL have been from Norway. One of the... Well, actually, they're the only 2 really good Norwegian players. And in tournaments past, Norway, they would lack a 3rd and a 4th. But in this tournament, it's just a 2v2. It gives them a real chance to win this thing. MBL is playing as the Spanish in the blue. Viper is playing as the Turks in the green. So again, Viper sticking with green, annoying everyone out there, including myself. And then we have Fëanor in the yellow. He's playing as the Britons. And his brother Melkor is in the red, playing as the Teutons. So, what is interesting to me about this is we have completely different civs. And we have... Not only are the civs different, but the way they play out is different. We don't have 1 archer civ and 1 paladin civ for Norway. We have 2 gunpowder civs. Of course, in late game, Spanish can always go paladins, but they normally open up with conquistadors. Viper, he is a civ that's normally stronger in 1v1s, and he's chosen it for a 2v2. So all eyes on Viper now to see what he will go for. I think we'll see a castle of some kind. I think that we'll see Janissaries, and gotta trust Viper with something like that. Now, Britons, they can beat Turks with their range. Britons, however, you don't want to invest into a castle too early. Normally, you take advantage of their cheap town centers and add a lot of economy before you start fighting with them. So, perhaps Viper will go for the aggression, and Fëanor will go for a more defensive style. Obviously, this is Arena. And there are stone walls, so we have plenty of time to analyze and see what they might go for. But I'm quite excited to see what the end of this game will be like. One more thing to point out, guys. If you are watching this on YouTube, the first game was an absolute stomp. So that one will not be uploaded as an individual game. But if you'd like to see the whole best of 5, regardless of how many games I do upload to YouTube publicly, they will be in the video description as an unlisted vid. Okay, so You know, Teuton's the pick for Melkor here. It's a great civilization in post-imp. It's not great in Castle Age unless you're going for monks. And to see someone investing into a lot of monks in a team game is rare. So perhaps I think Melkor and Fëanor, they've thought about their Imperial Age options, and they're hoping they can get there. Teutons can have siege onagers and elite Teutonic knights and castles and towers and halbs. They have so much. And Britons, of course, have those strong archers. I think we'll see more aggression from Norway, which is what I like to see. Super Monkey Car, I had an alert that you subbed to the stream twice. And once was 16 minutes ago, and once was 3 minutes ago. So, I think that must be a bug of some kind. But, thank you for the brand new sub, man. Also, Rydrew, thank you. Ben, I think I already gave you the shout out, but thanks, guys, for the new Twitch subs. That's probably a bug of some kind. Faultier, 900 HP is the standard in the tournament, bro. 900 HP walls. We could see a tower rush. I doubt it, though. I've spoken to MBL and Viper about the whole tower rush thing on Arena. This is actually a funny story. So, back in January, Masters of Arena, I think 5 was still going on. And I was at an Age of Empires meetup with some friends, and that included many pro players. So, Viper was there. And naturally, at an AoE2 meetup, we were looking at some streams to see the results of events. And it was either Stark or Vinchester. Stark or Vinchester, they were playing in a Masters of Arena 1v1. And they went for a tower rush. And they were winning. And I recall Viper saying, why do people... He was like, why do people lose to this? I don't get it. Well, a week after he got back, he played Vinchester. Now, he beat Vinchester 4-1 in the series, but you want to know how Vinchester beat Viper? He beat him with the tower rush. So, it's obviously a strong strat. I did hear MBL on his stream a few weeks ago also say that he thinks tower rushing is dumb. But he did win that game in his defense. He's not going for towers anyway, so it doesn't matter. I just thought it was kind of a funny thing. Viper is on stone, so we'll probably see a castle for him in early Castle Age. Melkor on the way to feudal. No reason for Teutons to make castles as much as the elite Teutonic knights are cool. In competitive play, they're rare, and they're useless in just Castle Age. I don't mean to offend any elite Teutonic knights that are out there watching the stream. I don't mean you're useless. I just mean you have potential, okay? You have potential. As for any Janissaries out there, you've gone a lot further in life than Teutonic Knights have, so we'll probably see you soon. Didn't MBL one time say he was never going to play Arena? Yeah, he did. And he also said he was going to quit Age of Empires about 5 times, and here he is, so... If MBL... All I'm saying is if MBL wants to make a bet with you, don't expect him to stay true to his word. I'm just kidding, just kidding, just kidding. All of his jokes, all of his comments on quitting the game have been jokes, as far as I know. So it's not like they've been serious remarks. He'll just, like, lose a unit, and he'll say, oh, I'm gonna quit the game. Or he'll be in a winning position, he'll say, man, if I lose this game, I quit AOC. And then he'll lose, and then people will say, hey, T90, or, hey, MBL, you said this. It's kind of like when I said that I would do a Q&A video, and when I would, I think 3 years ago, I said somewhere on Discord that I would do a 48-hour stream at 3,000 subscribers on Twitch. And we hit that a few months ago, and people found it, and they let me know just how it goes. Okay. So Melkor's the first one on the way up to Castle Age. He has that going for him. How many does he have on gold? Because he could go for monks. He has more than your normal amount if you're going for an economic boom. So he'll go for at least 1 monastery. What's MBL up to? MBL is on stone as well. So I think Viper and MBL will go for the castle place. Viper needs some food, needs to drop off some food. Boom. He clicks up. Viper's later than everyone to the Castle Age, but there's not by a huge margin, and it's not a huge deal. Weird to me that they both are going to build a castle, because if you go too aggressive, your opponent can overrun you with economy, but I trust them. I know they have a plan. No, my stream is going to be a 48-hour stream, okay? It will be a 48-hour stream, and that will be on the 22nd. Wait, did I say it's going to be a 48-hour stream? What am I talking about? It's a 24-hour stream on the 22nd. Sorry, I kind of like lost my mind there for a second. Viper tried to do a slick play. He wanted to trap Fëanor and Melkor's scouts in there, so he built the gates, hoping they'd run in. That would have been really slick, actually. I've seen that happen before. Did I say 48 hours? No. No. Stop it, chat. It's 24 hours. 24. I can barely survive 24. 48 hours would be way too much. I will say, though, since everybody's here listening, I know many of you might think that this is ridiculous and that it just be purely about the amount of hours. But no. This stream's going to be awesome. I have so many amazing things planned, so while I might be tired, I'm really excited to show you guys what I have on the 22nd.
48 hours, stream confirmed.
Stop it, Hector. Thank you for the bits, but stop it, man. It's 24. Alright, so 2 monasteries for Melkor. And he signals the castle to his brother. He says MBL's building a castle there. Viper's building a castle there. And, oh, we have crossbows from Fëanor. You know, they're playing this a bit like 1v1s. Everybody's playing this a bit like 1v1s. Making a lot of military. Which is not a bad thing, but it does slow down your economy. MBL wants to keep his scout alive, so he's running back. And, oh! Britain crossbows, can they deny Viper's castle? Viper doesn't have loom! Viper doesn't have loom! Oh! Viper's not gonna get the castle up! Oh my god, what a play from Fëanor! What a play! Viper's castle's at 79%. He can't get this up unless he gets some help from MBL. Wow! I was not expecting that. And Viper had no way of knowing his opponent was going for Britain crossbows. Viper realizes it's a good time to get loom, and the fact that Viper has to go into a siege workshop now is quite a big deal. That delays any TCs. That's a 200 wood investment into just the siege workshop, and then he needs the wood for the mangonel. So that is a win for Ireland. This is a small victory out of many small victories they will need to win the war. And meanwhile, as the monks come out, Melkor could find conversions on MBL if he's not careful. But of course, if Melkor's not careful, MBL could kill all the monks. Well, did not expect to see that, guys. Did not expect to see that. Here come the conquistadors. They kill Fëanor's scouts, so Fëanor probably expects that the conquistadors are coming. And, just denying that castle is huge. Killing those villas is huge. Don't need to stick around too much. I'd just be leery because Viper has a mangonel. And here come the monks. Here come the monks. So, oh, they're the conquistadors for MBL. Honestly, not the best start to the engagement for him. 7 range on the crossbows currently. 7 range on the mangonel. And it's nice micro from Fëanor. He's being 2v1'd at the moment. Viper's out for revenge. And monks are on the way. I think that Norway will have to run back. Unless they get a big mangonel shot. But I really do think they'll have to run back here. Just too much range for Britons. And once the monks come in, MBL could lose his conquistadors. Oh, he loses one. Yeah, and Viper's even sending a Vil forward to repair the mangonel. Now, speaking of range, Janissaries do have 8 range. The downside of Janissaries is you have to create them out of the castle. Another bad thing about them is, well, they don't benefit from ballistics like the crossbows will. And look at the micro from Ireland. Look at the micro from Ireland. The mangonel goes down. Melkor's even using the conquistador that he converted. And they'll kill another mangonel. Viper's repairville will not be in time. And he goes down. He was sent on a suicide mission. Ireland have the lead pretty much across the board, I would say, at the moment. The only thing is that MBL has a crazy boom. Nice micro, nice splits. They can only get so close to Viper's castle. And Viper will probably comfortably fight here now, but guys, Viper's economy is rough. We have some T90 farms. Look at this. T90 farms. 1 TC play from him. 1 TC economy.
Hey T90, I got a question. Is that 48-hour stream gonna be only forest nothing? Cause that is the only true way to do a 48-hour stream with only forest nothing maps.
Yeah, I don't know where you heard that info, Nibida. It's 24 hours, man. 24 hours. Well, I know there's a lot of MBL and Viper fans out there, but for this whole series, I'd really like to see Ireland get a victory. And they are ahead. Melkor, after making the monks, it has more villagers than MBL. More villagers for Fëanor. It's just that Viper is snowballing this push. He has a lot of Janissaries. Fëanor needs to be very careful. I do believe that MBL will eventually go for Paladin. He has a strong economy himself. But he'll need some time to get there. And I'm not sure what Melkor will do. Maybe Melkor will go for Halbs. I think Melkor will probably go for Halbs.
I declare bankruptcy!
$1 for every hour of stream I'm going to watch. Best bargain ever. Thanks for all the content.
I'm gonna refund $24, Prince. I'm gonna refund $24, and then we'll be where we need to be. Thank you, man. Thank you. Now look at these monks. The monks have 9 range. The Janissaries,
Oh, yeah.
they only have 8.
That 48-hour stream.
You guys are such trolls. I love it though. I love it. Oh, this is such a micro fest. Those Maganels. Or the crossbows against the Maganel. Man, Fëanor's splits have been sick this game. Are you sure that Viper's not yellow? Because his micro has been Viper-esque this game. Killing the Maganel. Uh-oh. Oh god, I jinxed him. It happens every time, chat. Every single time I compliment a guy, something bad happens. Well, still, it is a positive KD, and Viper has a negative KD. But nice splits away from Viper. No ballistics, of course, on these crossbows right now. Too early to invest into that. So, nice little look at the dancing. Now, petards. Oh. MBL's adding petards. And he's thinking he can get into Melkor's base, or maybe Fëanor's base. Probably Melkor. But, there's a castle right here, man. I don't think MBL can deny that castle, and I think that should alert Melkor to what is happening. And Melkor is on the way to Imp. Viper has evened up the KD a bit, which is great stuff from him. That's not easy to do. But there's the castle, and, just passing. Just passing. Oh, MBL realizes that he can kill some monks, and he runs in, but he runs into Castle Fire. And Melkor sees the petard, and he gets conversions. Now, Melkor doesn't know MBL built that castle forward. If he knew that, he'd probably be feeling pretty good about himself right now, because he wants to go for Trebs against MBL's castles. This is dangerous for Melkor now. Viper's caught up with the KD. Janissaries have 17 base attacks, so with this many, they can do so well. And MBL's on the way. And maybe this is where Norway can start bringing it back slightly. Melkor's in the lead for sure. But if Fëanor loses his big ball of crossbows, it could be a problem. I think Fëanor should back up into his base. The splits from MBL. That's a lot of gunpowder for Norway. And those are some weak crossbows. Yep, Fëanor needs to run to his brother. Fëanor will cook up to the Imperial Age, so it's important he keeps his numbers. And Melkor coming with some help with conversions. What's been cool about this game is the amount of micro we've got to see. Now, I'm not going to compliment any specific player on their micro, because if I do, they'll die. So, we'll just say the micro's been good all around. The KDs are pretty even, except for Melkor, but he's lost converted units, so it's different. What the? I think Melkor just tried to build a castle there, and he lost all his vills. That's, yeah. He just tried to build a castle there, he lost all his vills. But it doesn't matter. You know, he has a Niceville lead. He's in the Imperial Age. MBL's on his way to Imp. You know, I think the early pressure with the trebuchets makes sense to kill MBL's castles. But the biggest problem here is that MBL is going Paladins. I assume he's going Paladins. What are these? Okay, first of all, this is a graphic bug. These farms are actually working. What are these TCs from MBL? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's just a farm TC. That's a bit weird. MBL and Viper are inside Melkor or Feanor's base. And Feanor needs to wait for the Imperial Age upgrade.
I can't wait for the 48-hour stream on the 22nd. I cancelled going to my mother's birthday, the 23rd, so I can watch you.
Feanor's hung out to dry.
Put some T90 love, T90 love, T90 love in the chat.
Don't do it, chat. There's no 48-hour stream. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay, so Feanor can barely afford an Imperial Age upgrade. He's going to hit the Imperial Age, but he can barely afford to get an upgrade. Now, fortunately for him, right when he hits MP, he gets some more range, so he'll have 10 range. But he can barely afford Bracer. Now, MBL's trying to hold. So both MBL and Feanor are trying to hold on their side. Viper has added economy. He's catching up. He's still 20 vills behind. And I think that against 10 range, his Mangonels will offer very little. Again, fingers crossed I don't jinx him, but yeah. So Viper, if you noticed, he used the market there.
Ticket for the 48-hour stream. 22 to 23 December T95.
You guys.
Also keep up the good work T90.
I will keep up the good work. I will keep up the good work. Thank you, Grim. Look at the conversions from Melkor. So many conversions could come in here. He's getting Siege Onager as well. I think he'll go for Halberdier and Siege Onager to get that upgrade this quickly. After trebbing down MBL's castle, pretty impressive stuff. And Ireland, this is their time. They're both an Imp. They need to push. Viper just used the market. As I said, he's looking towards the Imperial Age upgrade. I think Turks will have a problem with Britons. Maybe Bombard Cannons is the choice, but Feanor has so many arbs, you could even micro them down. And MBL is getting scale barding, so... Oh, he's starting out with Light Cav. And then that will, of course, translate into the Paladin. I don't like the civs. I don't like the civs for Norway. Specifically Viper Civ. But I'd be a fool to doubt the guy. It's got to be Bombard Cannons. So Turks, they get this upgrade, and it's very rare to see early on in Imp. The artillery upgrade gives them additional range on their Bombard Cannons. That would give them a total of 14 range. It's very rare to see immediately in the Imperial Age because of how costly it is. But I think that here it makes sense. And I think it makes sense because you need that range immediately versus the Britain longbows and versus the Britain arbs. Let's see if Viper gets artillery. Let's see if Viper even keeps his castle up. Viper's... it would be unfair to say he was the weak link in the first game because they were so far ahead as a team, but he has been the weak link this game. It's up to MBL to bring it back for his team. Viper gets Bombard Tower immediately and artillery. So Viper will try and hold, and MBL, if you notice, just sent Viper 700 plus stone for repairs and probably for Bombard Towers. And Viper comes to this side. I like the move from Norway. Viper comes to this side. However, it hasn't really helped him. He killed a few Siege Onagers and just some Halbs. That's a lot of Arbalest. And Viper bringing the monk back to the monastery, which is right in harm's way. It tells me that he thinks he can save his team or save himself. Oh no, you poor monk. Tells me that he thinks he could save himself with the Bombard Cannons. Another castle for Ireland on the left. Melkor probably won't stop there. Halbs, Siege Onagers, monks. MBL can't get in close. Oh, guys! But MBL's gone full Hussar, and he's gonna come to this side. This will come as a surprise to Feanor. That's a lot of Arbalest. What a sick fight. MBL tries to split away from every unit he can. And I guess he'll go for the trebuchets that... Oh, the bombard cannons! That bombard cannon shot from Viper was huge. Can he get another big shot? Those arbalests are completely surrounded. And it seems like it's working. The Viper's population is still very low. He's only at 100, but with one more shot, he can kill these arbs. They're all stacked together. And here comes the help. Melkor is coming with halbs. He doesn't have enough. The Arbalest can't range the bombard cannons. And now Viper starts with the towers. So honestly, like, the most beautiful thing for me is when the best team falls behind. Like, what are they going to do to come back, you know? And it seems like Viper's stabilizing a bit, but now MBL is feeling the pressure from Melkor. Siege Onagers with the unique tech, meaning they have melee armor now. Halberdiers, almost full upgrades. Monks. Viper needs to go to the other side. Viper will keep some bombard cannons here, and he will go to the other side. And now Fëanor is researching Warwolf. So Warwolf is a trebuchet upgrade. Trebuchets outrange bombard cannons, and we might see Britain's Warwolf, guys. Alright, well now can MBL survive somehow? Not going to be easy making full Hussar. He'll need gunpowder from Viper. And here he comes! Man, straight gunpowder is so risky. It's so risky. But it's worked so far. I can't wait to see these Warwolf Trebs in action. MBL building stables on this side. Norway, they have 40% of the map. That is it. Also worth pointing out that Melkor has 3 relics. Viper has none because he lost his monastery, so he'll need to get that back in Viper! Oh, that's a huge fail from Viper! Oh my god, he loses 4 bombard cannons, sorry. And maybe a 5th now? That is not something that should happen when you have 15 range. MBL going with the Spanish Inquisition, sending the villagers out. The Supremacy Vills. They are tanky. That's not the answer either. When you have 14 range and you lose units to a Siege Onager which has 9 range, yeah, it's not a good thing. That's not a good thing. Elite longbows on the way. That will give these longbows 12 range. And now the Trebs will be fun to watch.
Bankruptcy!
48 hours stream is confirmed by Mr. T90 himself.
Guys, you guys are such trolls. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody. Viper, he has this little wood line in the center. It's actually quite nice because he can hide behind it. Does need to be careful because monks could also convert his bombard cannons. Norway are behind big time when it comes to the score, and oh, goodness gracious. MBL didn't get a single kill there, and he lost 20 Hussars. The positioning from Melkor's halbs has been perfect on each side. And Viper's starting to lose his towers. And is it just a matter of time? It is just a matter of time.
Merry Christmas.
The GG is called, and Ireland gets a victory. Well, no surprise, really. If Norway were in Fëanor and Melkor's position, everyone would have been calling GG, but everyone's thinking, including myself, like, how are MBL, how are Viper going to do this? They couldn't. They couldn't. That was an amazing strat from Fëanor and Melkor. Melkor was on a rampage this entire game. He went 2 monastery monks, still had more vills than anybody in this game. At least, you know, like throughout Castle Age and whatnot. Got the Siege Onager at minute 32. Halbs, forward castles, he was never stopped. He was never stopped. I question the civs first and foremost from Norway. Normally you have one player go aggressive in Castle Age with conquistadors and then the other player booms or something. Viper was very far behind in this game because his castle was denied. I don't know if he wanted to ever build that siege workshop in Castle Age. Probably not. And so, I mean, obviously I have a little bit of luck for Fëanor to get there at the right time, but you got to make your own luck. Well played from him. And the brothers get a victory. 105 kills from Melkor. He had more wood, more stone, more gold than anybody in this game. Really well played. And we will move on now to game number 3. Again, if you happen to see that on YouTube, the whole best of 5 will be in the video description. I don't know how good the games are going to be yet, but I hope the rest of the games will be YouTube worthy. Maybe MBL should have played that monk game there. No, because if he didn't have conquistadors, I think Viper would not have had as much success on the other side. So Viper just needed to not get his castle denied, and he needed to not have to invest into a siege workshop right after hitting Castle Age, I think. Alright guys, so next map will be shown in a second. Wow, we're over 2,000 viewers today. It's awesome. Well, welcome everybody. Hank, actually, hold on. I need to get the game prepared because we're starting here in a second. Yeah, we're starting in actually a minute. But I need to go through that list of names of people who donated to me. Thank you guys. Don't pay attention to that command in the Twitch chat. That exclamation mark promise thing, listen, let me explain this. This screenshot was from September of 2017, which actually wasn't that long ago. And I said that because I didn't even think hitting 1,000 subs was ever going to happen to me. And so I was just like, well, whatever. Like, if we hit 3,000 subs, I can't even be mad. I'll do a 48-hour stream. Well, it did happen a few months ago with some sub gifting, so it's not happening. Like, 24 hours I can do and be healthy. Imagine if I dropped dead, guys. Imagine if I dropped dead during a 40-hour stream. You guys would all feel so guilty. So you don't want that, okay? You don't want my blood on your hands. Man up. You're not even a sub. You didn't even contribute to the number. Tell me to man up. Wow, Cully. Come on, man. Boaz, thank you. It was Grim with the resub. Wormser with the new sub. Ezor, Prinz, Nivida, Hank, and from Planet. Thank you, guys. Alright, let's do this. Alright, ladies and gents. We got a Ghost Lake game. I think it's a Ghost Lake game, right? Oh, God. Tech tree. That's scary. Yeah, it's Ghost Lake. I have the no snow mod on, like a pleb. So it's like sandy lake. it's dry lake. Okay. I apologize. I have this no snow mod on because it tends to hurt my eyes. So they can't build on this. Just pretend that this is dirty ice. Okay? Pretend this is dirty ice. We have Norway versus Ireland, game number 3. MBL is in the blue. He's playing as the Huns. And then we have Viper in the green again. He's playing as the Mayans. In the yellow, against Viper, we have Ethiopians for Fëanor, who played really well with his archers last game. And then we have Melkor in the red. Melkor's playing as the Indians. If this was a 1v1, I would say that Indians can be a fantastic civ against Huns, so MBL needs to be careful. I would say that Mayans would be a fantastic civ against Ethiopians, so Fëanor needs to be careful. But all civs are strong. This map is very open, though it is wallable near the bases. Typically in 1v1s, players actually full wall their bases, but this is a more open version of Ghost Lake, which I like. It's the World Cup version. Viper actually has forward boars and forward sheep. Oh, and I was just gonna say, and Viper could lane with his eagle, and he's like, see ya, see ya. There's no way Fëanor's getting his 3 sheep back. That's huge. Fëanor doesn't have any food after this sheep. Underneath this TC. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. She got him back, boys. She got him back. Viper's gonna try and kill them. Yeah, he kills 2 of them. Okay, so, I mean, I guess it's not the end of the world now because Fëanor will have food underneath his TC, but man, is he gonna be pissed. Best player in the world shows up, lames him. If Viper's lucky, he could actually get these sheep as well. But I believe Fëanor is looking for his eagle, and yeah, he might... Viper might just run away. So that's a good start for Norway. They need it. They didn't look themselves last game. Just looking elsewhere. Everything else seems fine. I don't think there's been any other laming. Believe it or not. Wait.
No snow, but you have Santas. You know Christmas needs snow. Next game have the no snow mod off. So we can see snow. Better yet have a mod that always covers snow on.
Guys, Melkor lost his scout. MBL came forward to lame. Melkor saw him, they fought. Melkor lost his scout. That's why MBL has a weak scout. So that's a huge deal. Really strong start for Norway in Dark Age. MBL will get all of his sheep now. You can get the extra sheep that are sometimes in the center. So, a lot of food for Norway. Nivida, you're right. It is a little bit weird how I have the Santa mod on, or the Christmas mod on, and no snow. There's snow on the trees, though, and you can see the snowy footprints. So you have that at least. Now, honestly, Ghost Lake isn't bad, but when you get other maps that are all snow, like Scandinavia, it can really hurt my eyes. So, thank you again, everybody. I believe we'll see archers for Viper. Would make sense. And probably scouts for MBL, especially with the extra food. We'll probably see scouts for Melkor. And we will probably see archers for Fëanor. There could be an exception. We could see militia opening or man-at-arms opening for the archer players. Especially if Fëanor doesn't think he can up to the next stage, he might make militia. Oh no! No, guys! He can't find his boar. He thinks Viper stole his boar. It's right there. Oh, jeez. Well, that's really far away, but he really should have scouted that, I think. Perhaps he was too distracted by Viper early on. Yeah, that stinks. He's housed at the moment. He was for a second. And that changes the game plan, because he can't up the feudal age at the same time Viper can. Oh, Viper's making militia, so he'll go drush into archers. Okay. And then MBL and Fëanor will probably both go scouts. He's walled out his boar. He doesn't want the food. He's vegan now, guys. Well, after the weekend, he'll go vegan. One of those guys, you know. He wants to finish the deer because the deer tastes good, and then he's going vegan forever. We'll be fully walled, and perhaps Fëanor has just accepted his fate here. If he's accepted his fate, he might not even try and up the feudal. As I say that, though, he actually garrisons, tries to drop off the food, so I think he will try. Yeah. Here comes Viper's militia. Really was unlucky for Fëanor this game. He didn't see the sheep buy a tile, he didn't see the boar buy a tile. You can actually see it now. Wow, it's taunting him. That lovely meat. Staring him right in the face. And the walls should be completed. I don't think Viper can sneak in there. Lots of walls for Ireland. Lots of walls. There's a big difference between the comfort level that these players have on open maps. Viper and MBL, they're good enough to recognize that if they... Well, okay, I don't want to say that Melkor and Fëanor don't recognize it, but Viper and MBL are comfortable leaving their base more open because their economies will be stronger at this stage of the game. And Viper's gonna bring in the boar. This is great. He's drushing, and he's also going to steal the food. So he just blocks it. Just block it with the eagle, man. Yeah, just block it with the eagle. It's easy. He has loom. He'll make it back. All right. Well, he's helping Melkor with his vegan choice. So, or his Fëanor with his vegan life. So. Here come the scouts for MBL. Yeah, I do that with my friends. My friends would be like, hey, I'm trying to lose weight, you know, and then I say, okay, great. Do you want those chicken wings? Because if you eat those chicken wings, you're not going to be able to lose weight. And that's the story of how I get extra chicken wings. So this is a drush fast castle for Viper, and he has the additional food. Whereas it's feudal age archers for Fëanor. Tristan acting like he has friends. You just wait, Dave. You just wait. I'm going to be eating your chicken wings in a month, man. Just wait, man. You know, the scouts are obviously not going to get through the walls, so it's important to hold map control. And MBL immediately comes over to Viper's base to help him out. Oh, Viper's going fast castle plumes. Oh, it's a bit greedy, guys. It's a bit greedy. Can he do it? Of course. But what's the risk? Well, if you go fast castle into archers, you create archers in feudal. When you hit castle age, you upgrade them, and then you have, I don't know, 5, 10, 15 units that you can fight with. If you go directly into plumes, you have to wait to build a castle, which you can only build in castle age. It takes so much time. So there will be archers and spears incoming from Fëanor, and there will be scouts incoming from Melkor. So there will be a 2v1 essentially. Viper, he has a weak eagle and 3 somewhat useless militia and walls. And he knows he's building a tower, so he recognizes the risks. I think MBL will make more scouts because of this. Viper's score will be low for a while, and then once he builds his castle, if he gets there, it'll just get progressively stronger for him. But yeah, he's fine, honestly. He's fine. I mean, it's a risky move, but with the walls he has up in the tower, he's fine. And MBL had more scouts, so it's worked. At least so far. Yeah, Audrey, we'll have to do it some other time, I guess, man. Wish it could be there. So now Fëanor realizes he's kind of screwed. They should realize this now. And what can they do? He's creating feudal age archers. He's not anywhere near the next stage. They probably realize that Viper will build a castle because they don't see Viper on... Well, they haven't seen the tower yet, but I imagine if they saw that, they'd know that Viper would be on stone. They haven't seen an archery range either, so they probably expected. They have to try and get in. No other way around it. They had to try and get in. And MBL wants to stop that from happening, and don't like it. There were some spears in there, MBL. You know what? Viper's showing up with his militia. Viper's gonna get a decent trade versus the archers. He got some hits in with an army that I said was useless. Let's go. Alright, well, they just need to distract Melkor and Fëanor, right? So, killing one archer, killing some of the scouts is worth it. Yep, I know, buddy, it's worth it. These vills are so talkative. Viper will place some house walls behind. He has 500 stone, he's almost in castle age, he'll get the castle up. What's MBL's castle time gonna look like? He's fully walled now. He'll go 2 stable knights. He'll cook up after the market. After the market completes. He's actually faster than Melkor. So, everything going according to plan for Norway. A lot of archers right now for Fëanor, but he can't get through. And I think Viper... He should place the castle on the front. And... it's so awkward. I think relocate the lumber camp. Players of this quality are not going to want to rebuild a lumber camp. They want to save that wood, so... Yeah. Yep, he just waits. Patience. I would be freaking out, like, oh god, I know that I just need to keep them out, and I'd be rebuilding stuff everywhere. Let's be honest. Fletching on the way for Viper. Plumed archers will need to mass, but he's fine. And this is gonna be tough. This is gonna be tough for the Ireland players now. I think that Fëanor needs to go back to his base. I think he needs to go back to his base and wait for Castle Age. Or they can go to MBL, but if they're going to MBL, I feel like that's pretty bad game sense. Because MBL at this point should be well on his way to Castle Age. You don't want your slow archer army to be exposed against knights. Yeah, they see the 2 stables. Send those archers away. Leave. Yeah, okay, there we go. Go back home. Melkor created way too many scouts. He created scouts that he was unable to do anything with because of Norway's walls. And that's why his Castle Age time was later. However, he is Indians and he can make camels. And Melkor is... I wouldn't say he's a top 10 player, but in Keem games, he's probably a top 10 player when he's controlling camels or knights. Super good with those. We saw that for Team Heresy. We've seen that in big team games with other players. MBL immediately going to 3 TCs and 2 stable knights. Just very, very simple, but very dominant display from Norway. They make all of this look so easy. I questioned Viper for a second. I questioned MBL for a second, and then I quickly realized they have it under control. Which makes Game 2 baffling, by the way. The Civ pick's baffling, in hindsight. Viper got his castle denied by crossbows. Impressive stuff from Ireland there, and they're scouting. I guess they want to What they're looking for is probably Feanor's Expos. Viper does not want 20 crossbows to come to his wood line, so they're checking for this. And they're probably saying, okay, he must be at home. Smart move. Yeah, they're not looking for sheep. As much as that's going to be helpful, they're not looking for sheep. They're looking for those crossbows. And the crossbows are here. So the reason Viper's strategy is strong is because not only does he have a better, more mobile archer unit, he also has a vill lead now. Pretty wild stuff. So he has 43 villagers, Mayan villagers. He has 11 militaries getting ballistics. Camels and scouts patrolling around. Melkor's also looking. Well, he's waiting for his ally here, but they don't know exactly what Viper or where Viper and MBL are. Slightly behind for Ireland with economy. I do like the fact that they have Indians, though. So maybe with Melkor. If Melkor takes some strong fights, if MBL loses knights, Ireland can do this, possibly. That's a lot of Ethiopian crossbows. You also have to consider that Viper can't lose his numbers right now. I think that we'll see very patient, passive display from Norway for the next 10 minutes. Wait till Viper has numbers, then the plumes will win. But Ethiopian crossbows fire faster. You see how Viper realized his CC would be up, so he was able to leave? He doesn't know that the crossbows are here. Oh, geez, man. It's so weird to see Viper and MBL not be aware that there's an army in the center of the map. Going right to Viper's woodline. Viper loses 4. He loses 5. He loses 6 villagers. Viper's out of position, running into archery ranges, which he cannot pass, and MBL's nowhere near. Wow. Now, should they run in here, Ireland? Probably not, because they know there's army out there somewhere. They know it's going to be coming back, so I think you have to be happy with that, and you have to remain a presence, remain a threat. But you don't want to throw your army away. MBL can't fight with Huns. He cannot fight this many camels. And Melkor has more upgrades than MBL. I am a bit scared for Fëanor, though, because if he goes in too far, Viper will come to this side. Okay, now Fëanor needs to dance. He needs to micro. His army's trapped now. Or, no, I lied. He can go out this way if he wants. He just killed the palisade. Here comes Melkor. And Viper and MBL need to deal with this. Viper, idle. So many idols. And it seems like he wants to build a second castle, but it's not common to see Viper with so many vills not working on his economy. Oh, he's building it there. What's he... Is he going for wood? What? Wow. That is an inefficient economy for Viper. Well, MBL needs to save the day. MBL is sending Viper wood. Is sending resources to help Viper 27 minutes into a game. So it's dangerous for me to say things like very seriously, like say this very seriously, because people think I don't like Viper or something. I love all the players here, and I'm very good friends with Viper and MBL, but Viper is not played to his quality today, not played up to the standard that we expect. And it's still winnable. It's still winnable. MBL has 85 vills. But now the problem is, where Fëanor and Melkor are going to go, they're going to go right to MBL. Now Viper's on 2 castles creating plumes. Again, plumed archers are better than crossbows. And MBL's late game composition is just confusing me. I mean, he can't go cav archers. He's forced to go paladin, but against Indian camels, that's no bueno. Oh, and this is intentional from Melkor. Look at his resources. He has less vills. That's part of his plan. He wants to get to imp fast. He wants to get to heavy camel fast. The brothers have played really well today. Really well. Melkor's on the way to imp. Now what they can't do is lose Melkor's numbers. They can't lose Fëanor's numbers. Have they gone too far here? MBL has a lot of knights. Viper has a lot of plumes. I don't see them getting back to their base. They're never going to see their wives again, these units. So, they need to make sure every engagement counts. It is nice that they're denying MBL's gold. Huh. Another Ville down. Wow. So, all of the army for Ireland is at MBL's base. MBL says, I'm fine, let's go kill all. And he runs towards Melkor? With Viper? They must realize that Melkor's up. If they get in here, they could do some real damage. There's not enough camels to defend. There's not enough of anything to defend. Melkor needs to wall up, man. Buy some stone. Yeah, get some stone walls up quickly. There's a hole there! Melkor! There's a hole! No! Place a wall. Okay, there we go. There's some walls. He's gonna take some losses here regardless, but he needs to make sure he delays the damage. Losing 5-10 vills, not really a big deal. The issue... Look at that lumberjack. No! Did he just... Wait, did you see that lumberjack? He just walked right through. And... Oh god, MBL's in. Oh, this is not the time. Back scrambles the camels. These camels run so awkwardly. They look like they're freaking out. Like, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. And... Was the timing right for Norway? 70 vills for Melkor. Melkor is getting plate barding armor now. He needs a little bit more gold to get heavy camel. Perhaps now Viper and MBO just back up. Maybe they just, you know, leave. Viper should probably be getting close to the Imperial Age. Oh, he's not, actually. He's not. MBL, what about him? He's not either. But I don't see the logic in pushing, actually. I don't see the logic in continuing to push, because the heavy camels will clean you up. Feanor's up, but Feanor's losing his numbers here. Viper, well, the whole Norway team is behind with their uptimes. Great engagement for MBL on the crossbows. Huge engagement on the crossbows. And this is before the heavy camel upgrade comes in as well, so they can afford to take the fights in these numbers. 55 military for Viper, 42 military for MBL. They realized they were behind, and they're just flooding the map with numbers. They just won't have the upgrades. So what matters more? Numbers or upgrades? Well, at the moment, numbers matters more. And Melkor just can't find a situation to take a fight. He's been an imp, but what's he gonna do with it? This is crazy. In Game 2, Ireland were ahead. They won the game. In Game 3, Ireland were ahead, and it's still very, very close. But I think Norway have come back. Question mark over MBL. No, never mind. He's gonna click up. MBL and Viper are later to the Imperial Age, but they have enough military where I'm not so sure that the Irish brothers can fight them right now. Killing Viper's castles is the key here. If you kill Viper's castles, he cannot make the plumes. And MBL can't fight alone. Viper needs to come back. Viper was thinking about going forward. And he thinks twice. Imperial Camel's on the way! This game is so sick! So, the Imperial Camel upgrade will complete before Viper hits the Imperial Age and before MBL hits the Imperial Age. So they won't have imp upgrades against Imperial Camels. It'll be quite a big deal. But it's 70 plumes versus 50 knights, sorry. If Viper gets his upgrades, if Viper can hold, then that's just fine. I think that MBL needs to hide with Viper behind the castles. Just sit here, because you have to think Feanor and Melkor are going to fight now. Feanor has Arbalest. He has Bracer. He has Chemistry on the way, and Imperial Camel's about to finish. Like this has to be the moment. Crazy numbers from Viper. Crazy numbers from Viper. Unreal. And he will probably build more castles soon, right? He's going out to the stone. Oh boy, MBL needs Viper here. The twins decide to go after MBL. MBL's added some pikes. He has a hill here. Here comes Viper in support. MBL needs to run past this castle, man. Who cares about the pikes? Who cares about the villas? Just keep your knights alive. You have the resources, you just need the time. And man, that's a lot of military. There's over 100 military from both teams on your screen right now. This is nuts. 200 military, 40 minutes into a game. Now, unfortunately, there's no siege at the moment. No siege for Ireland. So Viper's getting his upgrades. MBL's getting his upgrades, and they're just sitting underneath the castle right now. So they must be really scratching their heads like, what do we do? What do we do against this many numbers? Well, I think what you have to do is expect this to be a slugfest in the Imperial Age, and you have to trade early, you have to control corners early, because at this rate, this will go late. The Viper's plumes are going to be better than the Ethiopian Arbs, at least in my opinion, because they can maneuver more. That's if he gets elite plume, which he doesn't have right now. But then again, you know, MBL will be thinking Paladin and Halb, I guess. But Imperial Camel is just way better. I guess that's why MBL is going Halb. You wouldn't normally see that. Feels like he needs it. So you see, in the corners, there's markets going up. See that for every team. Trade is important. Team walls are important. Now, a small advantage for Norway in that they can actually wall here. You can't do that if you're Ireland's. You'd have to wall further back. You can't wall the trade because of the ice. But Paladin is on the way for MBL. Score is neck and neck, could not be closer. Population could not be closer. Elite plume for Viper, full upgrades. Full upgrades on the Imperial Camels for Melkor. Full upgrades on the Arbs. And they're looking to get into MBL's base at the moment. Fëanor is going the Onager route. Now, he can't get Siege Onager right now. I don't believe so. Maybe he can. Maybe I'm wrong on that. Siege Onager will be a huge move. You know, the other interesting thing about Ghost Lake is you can't build in the center at all, so you can't make outposts. So you won't even know if MBL's sending full Paladins to your base. And Paladin upgrade comes in. Now, there is an outpost for Fëanor. They should see this. And that leaves Viper on his own here. And both the brothers just seem to be chasing Norway now. So, there goes MBL. He can get into the economy if he wants. He'll do some damage, but will Viper lose his plumed archers? Well, thank God they're plumes and not Arbalest. If they were not plumed archers, they would die. But even though they're plumes, they could die. Viper's going to get surrounded. Viper's going to get absolutely surrounded. There's no onagers nearby. But this is not looking great for Viper. Oh my God. He can't lose his numbers like this. Is MBL doing enough damage to justify it? Maybe. Maybe he's doing enough damage to justify it. Viper's micro is good as he runs away from this. And, honestly, he's creating more plumes, right? So, this wave is giving the next wave more potential, because he's taking all this control. However, it's not good to lose that many numbers. Imperial Camels are incredibly expensive, and they need trade to make it. And with MBL's position right now, he's denying the trade. Yeah, look at this. He's killed a lot of Vills. They're denying the trade. And the trade's already beginning for Norway, so... yeah, and Viper will kill the trade. Plume's so strong. It was a great idea for MBL to go where he did. And wow, we missed this as well. Fëanor lost all those numbers and still he's at 75 military. So Viper will just run through the trade as much as humanly possible here. But I think this group of plumes will die. That's not the troublemaker, though. The troublemaker is Viper on the front with Trebs. MBL coming with Halbs. MBL coming with Paladins. And remember that moment in the game? I said that they might not be able to push Norway, so Ireland should probably just get ready for late game. I think that's something that they should have recognized slightly earlier. Melkor does have 11 trade, which is more than anybody in this game, but... I don't want to call it too early. Obviously, the game's not over or anything, but it does seem like MBL applied the killer blow there. Well, I'm sorry. completely wrong use of words. Not killer blow. He delayed the trade. That's all it was. That's all it was. He did not apply any killer blows. He's coming in again. No caravan, by the way, for these trade carts, which is a bit tilting. This is still open. It's not walled off. MBL could run in there. Viper needs to be careful, man. Viper needs to be careful. That's a lot of Imperial camels. We'll deny this gold from Fëanor, which is good. Fëanor was researching Siege Onager, was he not? Wasn't he researching Siege Onager? Did he lose the Siege Workshop that had that research? Did he research that in a forward Siege Workshop? Because he only has Onager. I thought he was researching Siege Onager. Oh my god, he researched it in that Siege Workshop, didn't he? Research Siege Onager and the most forward Siege Workshop. Wow. Yeah, that's another small... Wow, that's a huge thing. That's a huge thing, because that's the only thing they could do to counter that many plumes, I believe. But how does MBL counter this many Arbalest? Well, you run away from them. That's your counter, is your speed. You avoid them. Huns don't get Siege Onager. Mayans don't either. But Viper will just try... MBL will just try to whittle down the trade from Ireland. Viper should run right in. Come right in, Viper. Yeah, he's going to waltz right in there. Viper and MBL are just dictating the pace because of the speed of their civ. Fëanor is not necessarily playing bad, but Ethiopians are very slow. So, trade cart's going down now. Finlands are adding trade. Viper's pushing. And Fëanor needs help now. The Siege Onager's on the way. Don't tell me it's the Siege Workshop. Okay, he's learned his lesson. It's a safe one. MBL can't approach the Arbs, but again, these Arbs are chasing Viper, right? So those Arbalests are chasing Viper. MBL runs in to slow them down, and he just runs away. He just runs away. And Viper's still killing trade. Well done from Norway. Only hope for Fëanor now is Siege Onager, and he's trying to create it with no trade. So he has no gold to make them. And it is Viper microing here, so 1 Onager, not going to be enough. 2 Onagers, not going to be enough. He's going to need more than that. But okay, so they will clean up Viper's plumes. Eventually, geez, eventually. I mean, he'll just run. Plumed archers are so strong, man. If you use them correctly, look at the value. Look how much military is chasing here. It's insane, man. And, okay, they just call it. They just call it the GG. That one moment where MBL hit Fëanor's eco and Viper was on his own was actually a good thing for them because all of the military was distracted from Ireland, and then Viper's next push was that much more convincing. I think if it was Mayans v Mayans, it becomes a different story, and then Fëanor has the mobility, and then the whole strategy is different from each team. But Ethiopians, they have to win that early imp. Ireland had the faster imp times. They didn't have any siege, they didn't have any trebs to push Viper's castles or MBL's castles. And then Norway, they ended up being more dominant. That was a cool game, though. That was a cool game. I'm honestly surprised that Ireland got into the position they were in. Because if you remember, Viper lost 6 vills he should have never have lost. And he fell way behind in eco. Which is really surprising for me. It was weird, you know, how they didn't realize that both the armies, big balls of armies, were right next to Viper's base. That was a bit, I don't know, they were sleeping there. Obviously, their quality got them the win. And there's the achievements for you guys. Okay, so we'll just toggle through this. If you guys want to see this on the YouTube video, you can feel free to pause it. Of course, if you are seeing this on YouTube, I have the whole best of 5 unlisted in the video description. I won't be uploading all the games publicly, but you can see it right there. Alright, guys. So, there will be at least one more game. Norway gets the win. Ireland needs a response. That game will be coming right up. Yeah, I missed a ton of gifted subs. A ton of gifted subs. Kobe, thank you for gifting 10 subs to the stream. I almost said Arklet. Arklet received a gifted sub, which is well deserved. He's been around a long time. Eldry just gifted 6 subscriptions to the stream. So to the people who received that, I hope you guys enjoy. Thank you to Philip. Thank you to Bobby. Thank you to everyone who has subbed to the stream to support me today. Magic A with the 100 bits. He said, if you get my name correct, I'll sub to you. If you get it wrong, you have to do the 48-hour stream. Wait, I already read your name. You tricked me, man. I'm pretty sure I said it right. Magic A. That's what I said, right? I think we're good. Thanks, bro. Thanks, bro, for the bits. So many people here on a Saturday. Awesome to see. Guys, we will be having more games tomorrow as well, so make sure you put that on your schedules. Game 4 is just a few minutes away. Actually, yeah, 2 minutes away now, okay? But I think that Melkor and Fëanor have shown their class, right?
I'm just here, so I won't get fined.
MLZK, thank you for the 18 months.
So glad the 48-hour stream comes in just before my first year of sub T90 love.
Yeah, man. 24-hour stream, 22nd of December. Be there. Who is hosting this tournament? Masuderman. It is Nacho AoE, as you can see on the image on the overlay. Also known as Riverplation. He is a Spanish streamer, so if you don't know about him, might be because you're not involved in the Spanish scene. Sunday in Central Europe. Yeah, I guess it's pretty late. It's 7 p.m. here already? Jeez. Well, thank you for staying up with me if you are European. Thank you for waking up early if you're from Australia or wherever on the other side of the world. And thank you for hanging out with me in the afternoon if you're from somewhere in my time zone or close to it. Well, you can't go now, guys. You can't go now. Game 4 is coming up. We're going to get into that in just a few seconds. I really hope Ireland gets the win. Hi, T90. I'm new. What's up, Varian? Totally seen you a million times before. Did you see the 4th jersey? No, I didn't check it out, MLZ. You'll have to tag me in Discord, man. Hank says, well, we have another Hank now. We have a second Hank. It says, Sunday, it is almost 1 a.m. here, not leaving until it's done. I like that, man. I like that. Well, thank you guys, regardless. So cool, man. So cool. When the game starts, I'm going to do this again. I want to hear where everyone's from. Mainly like to do this because I want to show you guys just how amazing this community is to have so many different countries represented. It's really exciting stuff. It's not lost on me how many people from all over this crazy world are watching my stream and supporting and enjoying Age of Empires 2, which totally deserves it. So yeah, I guess you can go ahead now, say where everyone's from, your country, and of course your credit card numbers as well while you're at it. But yeah, I'm blessed to have so many people here, so thank you for the love. All right, guys, welcome to game number 4 between Norway and Ireland, and we have Chaos Pit. This is perfect because I just uploaded a game that was Chaos Pit to YouTube. So if it's your first day here from YouTube, now you get to see one live. Chaos Pit was between Secret and China. But anyway, we're not seeing Secret in China here. We are seeing one Secret player in Viper. And then we have his ally from... Look at this! The revenge! I love it. We have his ally, who's also from Norway, MVL. And MVL just lost 2 sheep, or 2 turkeys. So Melkor and Fëanor are a bit pissed off about losing their resources last game, apparently. And they've gone out to lame. And that is karma right there. That is revenge. And successful revenge it is. Fëanor is in the yellow. He's playing as the Burmese. His brother and his Irish comrade is Melkor. He's playing as the Byzantines. For Norway, we have Viper playing as the Celts in the green. And then we have the Byzantines for MBL in the blue. This map, there's no boars in the center. There's just turkeys. There's just some berries or Christmas bushes. And deer. That's it. There's no gold in the center either. There's a little bit of stone. More often than not, players will build their lumber camps on the outer ring, and then they try and chop their way to the outer gold over time. So this makes Celts probably the best civ here, in my opinion. I think Celts is the best civ here, because they chop wood faster, and, I mean, what are you going to do without gold? You're going to make trash anyway, right? So, Viper, he hasn't had the strongest showing today. We'll see what he can do with Celts. Now, Burmese is a fascinating pick. Burmese is a fascinating pick, and it's so fascinating that I can't seem to figure it out. You know what? Maybe it's the extra attack on infantry in the next stage. Maybe that's it. I don't know, because maybe he'll go for a bunch of spears. You can't easily go for man-at-arms because you don't have gold. I mean, maybe. I don't know. We will see. He could always start with scouts or something. In most team games that are not chaos, but you see scouts and archers. Well, here we might see something different. Byzantines will definitely be trash, as Davis said. Lots of spears, lots of skirms. Here's the lumber for Melkor, exposed. Here's the lumber for Fëanor, which is exposed. 3 on wood tells me he probably will go for scouts. It's interesting. Viper with his 4 on wood, which is standard. And then we have MBL with his 4 on wood as well. Okay. Well, it's a sloppy, it's a very, very, very sloppy setting. And things have slowed down now. MBL lost 2 sheep earlier, or 2 turkeys. That was the extent of the damage done. Viper did lose a little bit of HP. He has 42 HP on his scout. And it is full HP for both of the Irish brothers. Oh no, I lied. Hold on. Melkor's at 33. Alright, MBL has more HP on his, so you gotta pay attention to that. Scouting is very important. You will use your scout to push in the deer. And then you need to see where your opponent is chopping. Now, if you get out first, you could run around and wall your opponent's hole. Or tower it or something. Now, if they're all chopping at the same rate, they all should get out at the same time. But again, don't want to spoil too much. If you look at the 2v2 I uploaded with Vivi and Yo and Dalt and Tato on YouTube, there was an instance where a player tried to wall it off. Fëanor on the way to feudal faster. Melkor on the way to feudal faster. Faster does not necessarily mean better, because you do have less villagers working for you. And Viper will advance as well. Right now. MBL. Hasn't clicked up yet. He has 2 what? Do we have a difference in strategy here? Oh, okay. I was gonna say, why did he have more vills in his TC? No, it's fine. Cool. So, higher economic approach for the Norwegian players. I keep wanting to say secret. It's so rare that Viper and MBL play on the same team. So anytime Viper's in a game, I want to say secret. But they're actually on competing teams. So this map is inspired by Forest Nothing. I don't know what came first, Chaos Pet or Forest Nothing. I mean, Forest Nothing was around for years and years and years. It was just that no one was dumb enough to ever put it on YouTube until me. so I don't know, man. Like, when I casted Forest Nothing, my chat at the time, we had 50 viewers, they were all thinking, oh god, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? And then it became popular, so... I imagine both maps have been around for a while, just that people didn't know about Forest Nothing until I came to the scene. Okay. With Feudal Age, means extra attack on the scout, and MBL has a weak vill. He will survive. MBL builds the barracks. And he'll go 2 archer ranges. Or just 1. It's just gonna be trash, okay? Cheap Byzantine trash, very strong here. There's 1 archer range, yep. And I like the wall off he's going with. You see that from Melkor as well. I like the wall off. You also see it from Fëanor on this side, who's going scouts, right? Oh, he's going scouts! Viper's coming forward with towers. Viper's coming forward with towers, and Melkor's here to help! I don't think Viper's gonna get this tower up. Viper has 5 stranded villagers. There's 2 scouts here already. There's spears. And Viper doesn't know where to go. He's running into tower fire. What on earth is happening here? totally misjudged this, and the teamwork from the brothers really strong. Viper's lost 4 units, 5 units, 6 will be 7 units, could be 8 units at the start of this game. What? Man. That's just baffling to me. He wanted to deny the stone. Fëanor had scouts so fast with his feudal age time. He got his tower up. Goodness gracious. Well, it puts it on MBL again to make a lot of trash. But that's the same thing that Melkor will be going with. Melkor already has his skirms, already has his spears here. So damage done on Viper. Right? Big, big damage done there. Alright, well, this might mean MBL's 2v1'd in a second. Makes it awkward for MBL with his skirms because Melkor has scouts. Of course, MBL will add spears for the scouts, but then... or sorry, Fëanor has the scouts, but if MBL adds any spears, then these skirms kill those spears. MBL close to losing a Vil, and he will just save him. Yeah, but again, great teamwork. Now this gives Viper some time to maybe stabilize a bit. We'll have to look back at him in a few minutes. You just don't come back from that quickly. MBL is doing a great job. I mean, is not easy. It's really hard to explain to people watching at home how difficult it is to keep your spears alive when your opponent has skirms right there to kill them. And, okay, that's a good example. I mean, you look away for 1 second and your spear is going to be dead. And now MBL's building a tower. This is all very good signs for Ireland. All very good signs. They kill a Vil, and they're just going to back right up. They're happy that they forced MBL into a tower, I bet. Okay. Towers, again from Viper, so he's coming back for more. That was his initial plan. He has a barracks to make a few spears, and that is it. Can't go scouts now, it's too late for it. Can't catch up to 5 scouts. They just need MBL to get an advantage somehow with his eco. Or with his trash. Viper gets through. He just builds another lumber camp. Doesn't benefit from gold right now. There's gold here, there's stone here. There's resources outside. And yellow's about to be through. Red, yeah, he'll be through in 90 wood. And MBL will be through as well. So it makes sense that Kelt's through slightly faster. Whoa! 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 Oh boy. Viper. He's going for it again. He's come forward. He's building gates. But I don't like it. I don't like it. What does this deny? His villagers are weak. The skirmishers could actually kill them. I think they'll survive and he'll get the tower up. This is messy. This is, one could say, chaotic. Fëanor took some losses there. And with Viper's towers up, Fëanor needs to leave. MBL's micro. Decent to kill a few skirmishers, and Melkor running into tower fire. Maybe that's what the Norwegian players need. They need to switch it up, but that's not what you want to switch. Don't do that. Viper loses the Vil. Sloppy, sloppy, sloppy. I think this is good for MBL, because MBL is no longer receiving pressure. It's the other team is receiving pressure, and if MBL has a faster castle time, he could do a lot with it. Also, they are delaying Fëanor's uptime by building these towers, because he's placed his farms here as opposed to on the backside. So he'll lose 3 farms. Okay, now he's building a counter tower, which I like. Viper is forced to add spearmen to help MBL's skirms. And, it's fun to watch the spearmen chase, you know? The spear goes down and, oh geez, yeah, those scouts are gonna kill Viper's Vils. At least they should anyway. I mean, he's just sitting in a tower. So he went from one tower to the next. He wants to finish his blacksmith for fletching. Well, Viper, to his credit, went from 7 immediate deaths to 9 kills, 14 deaths. So, it's been better. It's been better. What are the economies like? Melkor has slightly more food than MBL. They're at least close. Oh, wow. Fëanor's gonna click up. Viper's nowhere close. And Fëanor's heavy on stone. He might go Arambai? Arambai be strong on this map? Viper has weak vills building the towers, and yet again he's gonna lose 2 vills? 1 vill. And I guess the more towers Viper forces out of Fëanor, the slower Fëanor will be to his Arambai. Well, Melkor, I don't know what she's doing. What is she doing? Why does Melkor have a vill over here? Why does Melkor have a vill? What is going on? What's going on, woman? You drunk? MBL needs to click up to Castle Age. He does so. Okay, that's good. Melkor will... He'll be right behind. I mean, all that matters here is if Fëanor has a huge lead over Viper. These two will be close. Is T90 one of the best players, or is he a noob? See, I'm scared how my Twitch chat might respond to that. I'm scared. I'm not gonna look at chat for another minute. We're fine. So what does Viper do? Okay, he ups. He uses the market to up. Okay, so he was on stone heavily. I thought that he would maybe save that for woads or something. Everyone's just typing T90 farm. It's fine. It's fine. If you really want to suck up to me now, you gotta combat the T90 farm spam. Okay? Viper's leaving. Plug the gap, Viper. Nice. Nice. He plugs the gap. This is as Melkor and Fëanor are looking to get through. So if MBL is able to hold, if Viper are able to hold, I like their civs as the game goes on. What you could do is see a stable on the outer edge. Any player, regardless of civ, could add a stable on the outer edge and send a few knights to try and stop town centers. I'd like to see that, actually. I guess it doesn't make too much sense for the Byzantine players to add that because they need that wood for upgrades right now. Just lots of skirms, lots of spears. A lot of Viper's economy is on the outer ring now. In fact, most of his economy is on the outer ring. And I think Viper, he can't really fight back with anything except Mangonels, so it's got to be TCs. It's got to be TCs. He has to boom. They should know they're behind. Viper now sees that Arambai are going to be created. Viper has these vills stranded here. What happened to these guys? I forgot about them. I don't think they're going to get home. Okay, they'll build a siege workshop. The good thing for Norway is that MBL has more skirms, and skirms counter Arambai. So, that's quite good. That's quite good. No, Viper... It's probably worth it for Viper to lose a vill there. If he had the choice between him losing a vill and Melkor losing 5 skirms, he would have definitely chose him losing the vill. So that's good. This is good for Norway. MBL is going to need to see a chiropractor after these games, man. Melkor runs away. Melkor adding economy, he is. Does MBL go 1 TC imp? Feels like MBL might go 1 town center imp. Let's see, he's just about to get the wood for a 2nd town center, but he's definitely going for ballistics. Or maybe he'll just up. I don't know. You can do it early with Byzantines. Viper, does he have TCs yet? He's added a monastery as well, so maybe a few conversions will help him. Oh, the Arambai are going on the outer edge! Oh, that's nice. I like it. Viper doesn't have any TCs out here. It's weird to me that Viper is so focused on this area. You know, like, he knows the castle's there. I don't... Maybe he wants to hold it. But if that's the case, you need to stonewall the outer edge, right? Yeah, so the highest, answer the question because people were speculating. The highest I've ever been was 150th in the world. 150th in the world still does not mean I'm even close to the players we're casting right now. But it's something I'm very proud of. The top 20 in this game, the top 30, top 40, top 50 are way better than the people who are in the top 150. So, like, yes, I'm very proud that I've accomplished that, but I have a long way to go. So, now MBL's on his way to the Imperial Age. As long as Viper, Viper's slinging. Viper's slinging MBL stone. But Viper's gonna die. Oh no! Oh no! Oh goodness, man. Oh, Viper. Quick, quick, drop off the gold, drop off the wood, and just sling it, bud. Just sling it, because you can't do jack now. Just drop off the resources, quick. Build a lumber camp so the resources drop off and sling. Whew. Well. Oh, that's nice. I mean, you save some of these. This is a trail of tears over here. I can't look at that, though. Like, we just have to assume Viper's dead. We just have to assume that he's gone and out of this, right? He can't contribute much. It's all MBL. And MBL's on the way to the Imperial Age. He's building a castle, which means he can make trebs. And then he can kill the castle from Fëanor. Now, Melkor's on his way up as well. He is later. And he has a lot more of his own economy. And of course, Fëanor also has a lot of economy. It's going to be tough for MBL now. Does Viper have resources? Oh, MBL's sending support. Nice. Oh no, guys. Viper doesn't have the wood to build a lumber camp or mining camp out here yet. So these guys have to wait. Oh, geez. There we go. MBL sent him wood. Great ally. I wish I had an ally like that. Mangonel micro here. Viper is helping with a few Mangonels. And, oh. Okay, Viper sees this. He tries to split away. He does. Nice. MBL's castle will just complete now. Dave is your ally? Well, that's the problem, man. That's the problem. Nah, I'm kidding, of course. Oh, God. Viper! He just can't catch a break. Oh, man. Well, I think we're going to a game 5, guys. I think we're going to a game 5. At this rate, Melkor, he will hit the Imperial Age. He should have, well, you know what the problem is? MBL is 60 plus military. So I'm not so sure. MBL is 60 plus skirms. So maybe Melkor can't hold this. Can MBL 1v2? It would be a sick 1v2 if he were to do this. That would be insane. Look at Viper's eco. This is, it's just not an eco. We need a different name for it. MBL already has one treb. He sees that Melkor is building a castle. Kills a bunch of vills building the castle. I think he possibly went in a bit too far here because he's running into castle fire. I think he misclicked as well and hit the mill when he was trying to run this way. Still, it's a lot of skirms. It's a lot of skirms. One thing MBL does not have is chemistry. Melkor is getting that, and Melkor will go for bombard cannons to hold. I feel bad. Like, it's really awkward as a streamer to not be looking at Viper all the time. He's having some problems right now. Yeah, I think Melkor will probably try and save himself with bombard cannons. What's Fëanor up to? Fëanor's booming on the outer ring, right? Yeah, he's booming on the outer ring. Adding economy. He's going to go light cav. Yeah, I don't see what Imp gives you here. I think if you wait for Imp, you could actually find that Melkor would be in a similar situation to Viper. So going for light cav is a nice move. Castellade's light cav with full upgrades would be really strong. MBL still trying to save Viper. Yeah, I think he lost a few more vills to Erenby. Yep. Oh boy, here comes Fëanor. Let's see. Oh no! Okay, whew! It's fine. It's fine, chat. Okay? It's fine. You didn't lose any vills. Oh, the Mangonel shot from Fëanor! That's a good shot. That's as good a shot as it gets in the Imperial Age. MBL has a lot of military, but it's all in the outer ring. It's not where it needs to be right now. But he does have 3 trebuchets. MBL's everywhere with skirmishers. He's here, he's here, he's here, he's here, he's here. He has more skirms than Viper does vills. He has double, almost double the skirm numbers Viper villagers. put things in perspective. Here come the stables for Fëanor. Now, I thought that he was going to go up initially to Imp. Then I second-guessed it when he researched Lycav. And now I'm second-guessing that he'll stay in Castle Age because he's building stables but not producing. Okay, he's just late to produce, I guess. So these skirmishers die for MBL, but there's a lot more where that came from. Melkor didn't make bombard cannons, which is really peculiar. He made mangonels. I don't get it. MBL could do this. MBL could do this. MBL's defending everywhere. He'll be on his 3rd bombard cannon here in a second. He's on 3 trebuchets. The only thing MBL doesn't have an answer to is mass light cap, but the light cap aren't here yet. Yeah, Fëanor is all undecided. Now he's going to go to Imp. But has he waited too long? And Viper is here to help, guys, with mangonels and spears and monks, okay? Don't doubt the guy. He's Viper. He could get 20 conversions with 3 monks, I believe. I honestly can't believe what I'm seeing at the moment. There's so many confusing things about this game. Fëanor is on his way to Imp now. He will make light cavalries on his way up. He will look towards the Hussar upgrade, which would be very difficult for MBL to stop with only skirms. But does MBL have the eco now to maybe mix in Halbs as well? I think he could. Yeah, look, barracks being dropped. He's going to add in Halbs as well. So MBL still receiving some sling from Viper, but Viper is trying to add more economy. Viper needs a lot of time. And it's all MBL right now. So what does MBL kill? Does he kill the archer ranges or does he kill the stables? Because he needs to kill some production buildings. Viper is still slinging MBL. Whatever resources he can get. Okay, here come the light cap. I don't think the light cap can... Well, if they're going to take a fight, it had to be then. Because now that MBL is getting pikes, they can't engage. Norway have the score lead, which is totally deceiving, but it's hype. It's deceiving because Fëanor is on his way to Imp. I think when he hits Imp... I don't know what to think. All I know is that this is a totally winnable game for Norway. MBL has 77 military. He's raiding with skirmishers. Guys, he's raiding with skirmishers in the back of Fëanor's base. Now, that will be short-lived, but it's something. Melkor. He's going to pick off 1 bombard cannon. That's a good, very good engagement. But he needs to then run. What is happening? There's skirmishers everywhere, man. This map is infested with skirmishers. Everywhere you look, there's skirms. What a chaotic game. Melkor's losing villagers. He needs to hold with his own bombard cannons, but MBL with the micro. It's hard to fight up this hill. And currently, Norway are in the pit, and they're fighting up the hill, so that makes it more difficult. And yeah, Melkor does keep his bombard cannon alive and get 2 big shots on MBL. Look at that, 2 bombard cannons down. But good God. This is a crazy game, man. Now, I fear for Norway. I really do. Does MBL have enough pikes? I don't know. Forging upgrade. Plate barding upgrade. Completed now for Fëanor. Melkor had some good engagements with the bombard cannons, and here come the light cav. And this is the first time MBL's main army has been threatened. And I think it's going to be rough. I think it's going to be rough. Sure, the pikes are there, but there's skirms from Melkor. So Melkor, in theory, should be able to kill the pikes. But you know what? Like, he's holding on, kind of. I guess the big question is, can Viper ever get back into the game? MBL will hold, but they're behind. They need to push. Holding does not help them. Can Viper get to Woad Raider? Look at this. 1, 2, 3. TCs. He's trying to reboom. TCs everywhere. If Viper gets to Woad Raider, that would be impressive. That would be amazing here, in fact. I don't know. I don't know what to think. This is a game that Ireland should win. This is a game they should finish off Norway, and we should see a game 5. That's for sure. If they're at all questioning whether or not they can win this push, they need to wall the sides and trade. And I would like to see them patrol units here. You see how Viper's running forward? I bet you Viper's going for forward walls. I would really like to see them control that area and forward wall. Because you can control so many gold piles that way. Like, this is far too passive. If you wall here, and then MBL busts through later to raid your trade, you wall behind. But if you raid here, he gets through once and you lose your trade. That's what I'm thinking. Oh god, Viper, wall it, Viper! Oh man, she gets the MVP award for Viper's team. Well, it doesn't do much, but it at least delays the death of some of these villagers. He needs to run to those new TCs. He's getting raided by Fëanor. MBL's being pushed back. Suddenly, the population looking much, much stronger for Ireland, and I mean crazy differences. 160 pop for Fëanor, 150 pop for Melkor. And so MBL is out-popped. For the first time, MBL is out-popped. And Viper, I think he loses TCs to the Hussars and the Arambai looping around. Yep, here come the forward walls and buildings from Fëanor. And I think that we're going towards game 5. I think. I mean, be safe to assume at this point, because MBL, he can't do it alone. And Viper's still kind of dead. That's a lot of bombard cannons from Melkor. And that's a lot of units around Viper's TCs. Viper needs to TC hop. He needs to run to this TC. Just needs to run around in circles, hopping from TC to TC. Because there's no other way. MBL, okay, MBL sending pikes back in support, but look at him losing the front now. I think the GG will be called any moment now. Surely. MBL can't defend Viper. He can try, but as he pulls military back, they lose the center, which was the only advantage they had. And that's a Byzantine castle being shot down, just melting like it's butter. 7,000 HP to 0 HP, just like that. Gotta say, MBL's played really well. I mean, to even be in this position right now is impressive. After Viper lost 7 units at the beginning. But it is probably unlikely now, and they're just playing because, well, if I know MBL, he's saying, I kill all. I got this. He's like, no, I got this. I kill all, okay? I kill all. He's at 180 pop, so why should he resign? Oh, that bombard cannon's a risky position for MBL. He's trying everything he can. Nice micro. Nice micro. Where are these halves and skirms coming from? Is he pushing this back? No. The bombard towers now for the brothers. Yeah, that's a huge shot. They should raid from the sides, I think, as well, as they're continuing to do here. They're walling very far forward. I love it. And, make sure MBL, he has halbs back here, but he has 30 pop that's just patrolling, hoping to kill this. And Fëanor has been running all around. Been extremely annoying with this. Well, awesome games today, guys. Again, happy to see so many people here. If we are on the way to Game 5, it'll be a lot of fun. Bombard towers. It's going to make it even more difficult for MBL to push back on his own. And I think that Norway are probably realizing that they have very little advantages in this game. Forward bombard towers and walls from Melkor, again getting so much map control in this Chaos Pit game. And new TCs. New TCs for Viper. He's trying. I'll give him that much. But I believe Champion's on the way for Fëanor. Would be a great move, and probably the move to finish off Norway. Champion with Burmese against trash, no matter how cheap it is, will destroy. And yep, long swordsman now, and then we'll see two-handed swordsman, then we'll see champion. I think it's just a matter of time, and yeah, MBL calls the GG. We're going to a Game 5.
Christmas.
We're going to a game 5, guys. Wow, what a performance from Ireland. But most impressive player in this game was MBL. Like, I don't mean to be disrespectful to Melkor and Fëanor, but my god, that was good. That was crazy. Melkor and Fëanor, more together as a team, very good team synergy, and Viper's strategy has to be said, it wasn't good. It wasn't great. I mean, the initial tower strat makes sense if it works, but when you lose, I think he lost his spear in 6 fills or something like that, it was always going to make it rough for him. Normally, there's no coming back from that, and Norway fought and fought and fought, and they got to 53 minutes and 13 seconds. That was as far as they could take it. More kills, more deaths for MBL, but as a whole, it was just a clean victory for Ireland, and we're moving on now to Game 5 in a best of 5 in what is a quarterfinal of this 2v2 Age of Empires 2 World Cup. T90, what are your predictions for Game 5? Hard for me to predict anything when, I don't know. I don't know, man. It's hard to say. So, we have a minute or two to wait. No time for predictions. I am Vincent. Thank you for the Prime. Ramvino, Exeb, Subway, and DM No Cigar. Thank you guys very much. Reggie, thank you for the Prime. Thank you to everyone for the new subs. Yeah, Matt just also, you can link a video of MBO. I can't play it right now, but I'll play it after the games if you want. It's fine. Bondius with the $2 donation. He said, Tristan baby, nice to see you still streaming since it's 1 a.m. in Germany. I'm enjoying getting sober, watching some AOC. Wait, it's 1 a.m. How are you getting sober? Like, did you just wake up and you're like, I don't know, Bondius. You're a crazy cat. I guess maybe you didn't drink tonight? You drank yet last night? Like, how does that work? Thank you for the love today, guys. The Spy Crab, thank you for the 4 months. Nico, thank you for 11. Thank you, everybody. It's been crazy. Game 5 will be coming up here shortly. To everyone who might be new to the stream, make sure to consider leaving a follow. That way you can see anytime I'm live. If you're new to Twitch in general, my schedule is always posted below the stream there. As you can see, I'll be live tomorrow with more of this tournament. Again, shout out to Nacho AoE. Again, thank you to, Nacho AoE, aka River, for organizing the event. It's been really cool to cast the games today. LB10 says, hello, I'm new to the stream. What's up, LB10? Welcome. Check out that classic MBL Rage vid. Okay. Well, I've had 2 VIPs ask, so I should be scared. What is this, man? Okay, I don't know what this is exactly. Am I going to get banned to watch this? Matt linked it, so I can trust him. Matt said, this is a video of MBL raging. Oh! That was loud. Hold on. You got this, MBL. You got this. You could do this, MBL. Mission Impossible, baby. He's gonna. Oh, he didn't fall. Thank God. I thought the raccoon was gonna fall and like die or something, man. I was really worried there for a second. All right, so Game 5's coming up. Nice little commercial break there. Man, if I knew any company that was involved with raccoons or like a sports team, I would have said that was a sponsored ad, but I'm too naive to know anything. This is where Dave being here would be useful. Like I don't know, there's got to be some like minor league hockey team that's named after a raccoon that Dave would have known. All right, guys, Game 5 coming up. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Force nothing.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Nilu. Thank you, man. Thank you. All right, ladies and gents, welcome we have game number 5. This is game number 5 between Ireland and Norway. Norway, they haven't been quite as strong as I expected them to be today, in all honesty, and Ireland have been playing extremely well. MBL has been the star for his team, and I'd say collectively, as a team, Ireland has been strong. In the blue, we have MBL for Norway. He's playing as the Indians. In the green, we have Viper. He's playing as the Ethiopians. In the yellow, we have Finor. He's playing as the Portuguese. And then we have Mongols for Melkor. I like the civs better for Norway. I highly prefer the civs for Norway. But Finor and Melkor are known for their out-of-the-box strategies. And they've won 2 games already, so I can't doubt them. Portuguese, not a civ that you see a lot of teams pick nowadays. But I know that the Irish guys are always trying to plot, and they're kind of like Tato in the sense that they don't just take what the meta is as truth. They try and explore new strategies, and they try and explore new civs. And I think Portuguese are a slightly underrated civ in the community right now. I'll be curious to see what Finor can do. Now, this map is Mongolia, right? Yeah, it's a World Cup Mongolia. Mongolia has normally a lot more walls or a lot more cliffs than this. This is more open. This is better for competitive play. Oh, Melkor's gonna steal a boar from the Boar Whisperer. Wait! MBL's here! Oh my god! MBL could block this! Oh my god! I called it too early. MBL's known for stealing boars. Melkor tries to steal one from him, and MBL's here. And I don't think this boar is getting back to Melkor's base. MBL should know to block this off. Oh, he does, but Melkor's staying within the line of sight of it. Look at this. Look at this. That boar's not even moving. MBL just stopped that boar dead in his tracks. Look at this. It's not even moving, man. Blocking this off. This is going to take half the game to get the boar across if it's going to happen. Look at that. There's no way. There's no way. Look at it. I've never seen a lane like this before. This is ridiculous. We're 4 minutes in. They've been chasing for 2 minutes. This is insanity, man. And that's a weak scout, so MBL could go for a few more hits. But, like, good God, I feel like most of us couldn't even do this if we weren't controlling our ecos, and they're controlling our ecos. And, oh, it stops. It stops. Don't try and steal a boar from MBL, ladies and gentlemen. Don't try and steal a boar from MBL. That's what will happen. That's a lot of villager idle time. At the moment, Melkor is badly housed. See, look at this. He was focusing so much on that, he didn't build houses. MBL, his boars, guys, he's insane. That was awesome, man. Now, only did Melkor have to get Loom, but he was housed after getting Loom, so he's now down 2 vills in the total vill count. Wow. Great games from MBL today, huh? Great games from MBL. I think that is worthy of a YouTube upload, regardless of the result of this game, because that was pretty unique. There is something I'm working on right now. I'm about halfway finished that I could talk about when it comes to boars and how they act during lames and why they chase and why sometimes they don't. T West pointed it out. I don't want to spoil exactly, but worth pointing out, Finor, I know pig. He is no pig. So Ireland have had a great set of games, but now they, man, it just hasn't been very good for them at the start. Melkor went for the lame and failed. And now Finor has his boar late. I will say Melkor is somehow advancing to the next stage. That's the beauty of Mongols right there. He was pushing deer while he was, after he returned. So despite being down the sheep, I guess he's fine. He will probably go for scouts. I think that Finor will go for archers here. Viper is going for a Drush. I think Drush fast castle. So he'll begin to get his walls up. And, oh wow, that's a lot of walls he'll need. But the militia will be coming in. And then MBL will be going scouts, I guess, right? It has to be scouts as Indians. Lightning fast start, guys. That was cool. That was cool. So, to the boar thing for a second. And I'm working on making a video of this. Credit to T West for originally making the vid, and he's given me a couple of the scenarios that he used for it. It'll see YouTube within a, well, I don't want to give a timetable because you know how things go, but hopefully soon. Gaia has a line of sight, so if I do Control Shift F9, Gaia is wolves, Gaia is relics, Gaia is anything, and when the boar is chasing, it doesn't just chase the units if the boar is within the line of sight and can see the scout. It chases if Gaia can see it. And there's so many wolves here, in fact it looks like they might have played on the hardest, that boar would not leave because of the wolves seeing the boar. Really interesting stuff. Okay, so Josh has forced a few walls. Not the end of the world for Fëanor. He's still on gold. He's still chopping wood. Nice quick walls. The problem is, if he doesn't get through Viper's walls, if he doesn't do damage, we'll have the same situation or a similar situation to that Ghost late game. If you remember, Viper went for the same strat. Now, Viper was going crossbows. He was going plumes, and he'll go crossbows this time, but the archers need to mass and quickly for Fëanor. On the other side, the stable is up for Melkor. He's actually sending his scouts to help against Viper. So this rush will be short-lived for Viper. That Dark Age rush has not accomplished much in all honesty, and he'll lose the militia. So that's a win for Ireland. That's a win for Ireland. Nice job. But the whole idea of the strategy is simply to buy yourself some time. And as long as Viper's walled, which he's not, I think he'll be happy with this. Yeah, there we go. Weird walls. Really weird walls, but maybe he wants to trap someone. Maybe if they come in here, he could gate it behind. Wouldn't surprise me with Viper. MBL's making scouts.
I hear next game T93 nothing.
Dark Dwayne, you must be hearing things, man. You gotta get your ears checked. Walls from Fëanor back here. Viper's scout's gonna die. But he did distract. He's blocked off. He just wanted to get to the tree. He loves force nothing. That scout just wanted to get to the tree. And the wolf blocked him off. Man. But Viper distracted 2 enemy scouts, which is decent. Blacksmith, now archery range for Viper. Only thing that's exposed for him is his berries. Which he's about to finish. He's about to finish this Christmas bush. 100 more food. Here comes MBL. Can he get in? He could actually. If Fëanor can see this and gate it up though, I think he'll notice it. And then he could gate it. Gate. Boom. Nice. Nice play. The way those scouts were running. Oh! Oh! No! The scouts are in! The scouts are in! And the Ville's dead, and more could die here. Oh no! He wanted to get a few more hits on this palisade wall. He figured the gate would be enough, and now he's down 2 Villes. Wow, and Viper's on the way to Castle Age. Melkor didn't hit him. Melkor can't damage MBL, and that's advantage Norway. That's advantage Norway because of MBL's persistence. Yet again, he didn't take a single hit to his scouts before killing the spear. And he killed 3 villagers. Wow. And just like that, I'd say advantage Norway. Viper will be making crossbows soon. He's halfway to Castle Age. Ireland have come so close, man. That can decide the game at this level. Losing 3 Villes. 15 minutes in, that can decide the game. And I really hope it doesn't for Ireland. I hope that they can take this to Imp. I hope it can be a crazy finale. Here come the archers. Again, this is the difference in strategies. Is Fëanor has a lot of archers right now, but he will not be in Castle Age soon. Viper, he will be in Castle Age in a moment. He will have 6, maybe 7 units, but he'll have full upgrades on them most likely. And it's Viper Micro, right? It's Viper Micro. That's a lot of scouts from Melkor too. He invested more scouts than I think he should have here. Because at this rate, MBL... Well, you know what? I should take that back actually. Because with a lot of Feudal Age scouts, you can kill a few crossbows. So MBL's created some of his own. And I believe he's done so because he recognizes that threat. Bloodlines for MBL, no bloodlines for Melkor, but Melkor has more numbers. Viper's getting crossbow and bodkin just as Fëanor arrives. And 7 range versus 5 range. But Ireland are buying themselves some time. I don't know how long they can stay on this hill though. Because Viper will not take any damage to this most likely. Now if Viper runs too far out, Melkor could run in, and Melkor could run underneath the gate. So Viper, yeah, you can see he's like, not so sure about this. It's a lot of scout upgrades for Melkor. And okay, now they have to leave the hill. And this is where Viper can really push his advantage. Fëanor's not anywhere near even clicking up to the next stage. He has a lot of units, but he's going to lose them here. MBL with great engagement yet again. Killed his Vills earlier, now he's killing his archers. And Viper now has to fight feudal scouts with crossbows with bodkin arrow. And he's doing that. He's doing that. It's not easy because these scouts have upgrades. But I assume the scouts are just going to die now and Viper will be left with numbers. And MBL is already on the way to Castle Age. Even the wolf is against Fëanor now. The wood can be ranged by Viper's crossbows. This wood can be ranged by Viper's crossbows. The palisade walls can go down to Viper's crossbows. And also, Norway must know, great scout micro from MBL. Norway has to know that MBL is going to be up first. Because MBL didn't get near as many upgrades in Feudal Age. Well, has it all come down to this? Fëanor hasn't clicked up yet. He has not clicked up yet. Ethiopians were used earlier by the Irish players and they lost that game. They lost versus Mayans. Did they win? They also lost with Mayans in game 1, right? They lost with Mayans in game 1. They lost with Ethiopians. It's interesting they lost with those civs. And yeah, 2 more villagers down. I'm surprised it's not more than that. This is the best of 5. This is the final game. Oh man, just unlucky though in some ways for Ireland. I do feel bad because look at that. If they knew that gold was there, they could sit there and deny that. And they could have denied that for a long time now, but they, just because of a couple tiles, they don't know it's there. And then of course the whole gate thing and oh god. Oh god, he's going for a gate to keep himself alive here and he's lost 3 more. Whoo boy. Can't stop these crossbows from getting in, man. And he's halfway to Castle Age. And now, you know, this is like Viper last game. Fëanor's gonna die. He's going to try and delay his death. Oh, jeez. Gates are not gonna save you, man. Huge stone investment into this. And the gate will just get shot down. The gold is here. Oh, goodness. Well, Fëanor obviously was a pretty decent Tetris player growing up. Unfortunately, that practice does not help him in Age of Empires. And the GG's called, man. The GG's called. Well, I have to say, I am disappointed that it ended that way for Ireland, but they have to be happy with themselves to get those wins. Norway moves on, and they will play tomorrow. Great games today. Jeez. I mean, disappointing ending as a game as well, because all the other games were crazy. Well, game 1... Ireland's were poor. They left a hole in a wall. Game 5, they left a hole in a wall. Those games were the shortest games. If they didn't do that, the other game showed us that they had potential to beat these teams. Or they had potential to beat these players, sorry, if they got to the Imperial Age. But pretty awesome stuff. I'm going to show you guys the brackets. I'm going to show you guys the lineups for what's coming up tomorrow. Really happy that we got to see that go to 5 games today. 23 kills for Viper, 6 deaths, so Viper definitely redeemed himself with that performance. And that was just strategy choice and hole in a wall, and not much else. I think that Melkor... See, I get why Melkor would invest into so many scouts. I don't think that helped him, though. So perhaps if Melkor would have been up to Castle Age faster, he could have helped his teammate, but more than likely, it was just too many losses for Fëanor. 5 kills, 20 deaths in such a short game. That's just not going to cut it. So as MBL said, I didn't want to say this. Because what I didn't want was 1,000 people like talking about this. But as far as I know, Viper, or according to MBL, Viper was not on his normal setup. So perhaps the weird play from Viper in the previous games is because he wasn't on his normal setup, which makes sense. But still, well played, Ireland, not to take anything away from them. And that's the end of the best of 5.